What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Run It Up number 77. We are here today playing a $17.77 sit and go on ultimatepoker.com. And before we talk too much about why we're playing such a small stake sit and go, let's take a look at what's going on behind me, huh? Let's switch this out here like this. How sick is that? We've got a new addition and a little change. Anderson's taking some time resting. His leg hurting too much from kicking Vitor in the face. Look how cool that is. Oh my god, what a sick addition. That is pretty amazing. If you want one of those bad boys for yourself, it's coming. Don't worry. They're coming soon. I actually will have 10 of them to give away. I haven't figured out yet how to give them away. As you guys may have seen, I haven't quite had the most creative ideas for giveaways lately, such as our super well-noted, the world-renowned, hey, tell me why I should give you 1% promotion. Yeah, that was a brilliant promotion there, as I'm sure you guys are all aware. Guys and girls, we had a female winner in there too. I guess a couple hours after you guys see this, that will actually have started. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. So this guy called on the flop, and now here we are on the turn. All right, I guess I'm just gonna check fold. I was considering, firing twice, but I guess against a guy we don't know, we can just check fold. I suppose that's what we can do. So yeah, here we are playing a sit and go on the internet. Oh, I guess I should finish the poster thought. So yeah, I'm gonna have 10 posters that I'm gonna give away. I have some ideas actually, in seriousness, about what I can do to give those away. So that'll be coming sometime next week. And actually, you should stay tuned on social media channels for future updates on those. But that's coming soon. And if you want to buy a canvas or a poster of anything, I'll be able to sell those to you guys automatically soon for exactly what it costs me. So I'm not looking to make money off of selling things here. If people want to share in these awesome things, I'm happy to do it. But I just don't want to have to pay. Just make it even, and I'll be happy with that. So you guys can see how good of a bad of a deal I'm getting when I tell you guys, you're paying that much for that? Hey, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a merchant. That's exactly right. That's exactly the right word. Don't scoff at me out there, people who are scoffing at me. That was a great word for what I was looking for in this situation. And I was drowning. I didn't think I was going to find the word. Look what we did find here. Pocket jacks. Yeah, that's right. That's how I transitioned out of that one right there. So, in case you can't tell, I am very tired. I had my day started quite earlier than I would have liked it to, and I ended up with like 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep, and then I had a no joke. I guess we're gonna be all in here, by the way. If I bust, don't worry, I won't just end the Run It Up, but clearly we can't fold here. So I had a 12:30 meeting, a 2:30 phone call, a 4:30 phone call. Oh my god, what in the world? How does this happen? What a cooler. Raise, call, shove. Okay. I guess we're gonna need a jack ball corner pocket. That's right. Table number 296746. That's right. I'm gonna use the pink ball on this guy in a fucking $17 sit and go. That's right. It's Friday, bitch. Anything goes. Anything goes on Fridays here in Run It Up. Apparently, that's the new rule. We're just talking about, oh yeah, the day today was crazy. It was all sorts of meetings. Oh, I didn't even finish my day. I had a 12, a 2:30, a 4:30, a 7:30, and it is now 2:30 in the morning when everything is finally all said and done, and now here we are. And by said and done, I mean now time to do a Run It Up. That's right. But I'm actually, that's why I said, you know what? Today, we're going to just have fun, relax. People have asked for sit and goes. I haven't done a sit and go in so long. This guy's going to need a 5 or else he is out of here. I'm sorry. Unfortunately for you, sir, my pocket jacks rule the day. 2-0. 2-0 for the jackers. So, yeah, that's right. You guys are like, what is going on over there? What is he talking about? Yeah, so I'm exhausted on 4 hours of sleep, and then a crazy day of running around doing all sorts of things. I am exhausted, but here we are in a sit and go, battling it out. We're having fun, playing poker. Sure, whatever. Who cares for the stakes, right? We're gonna put people in the same cages, right? It's a one cage fit all policy here on Run It Up. Am I wrong, people? That's right. When I win this Bellagio World Poker Tour event tomorrow, and they ask me what I did to prepare the night before, you guys can tell them this was it. He played a $17 sit and go and put it on YouTube, actually. You can go back and check it out if you want. That's right, youtube.com/jcarverpoker. Tell your friends, or don't, but whatever. If you'd like to, I'd appreciate it. It's, fine. Do whatever you want. I'm not your dad, We've been over this before, in case you haven't been around for long. All right, we've completed here with ace-9 suited, and it looks like we've could have the best hand, actually. This guy just limped under the gun, right? So it's possible. By the way, I'll point out the chat box. You may read for yourself, and that's right. That is going to be my answer to this fella. That's right. Actually, I'm going to go with sure does. Sure does. That's right. This poor guy over there is just like, chatting with me, all being friendly, and I'm just saying nice things, and then, just doesn't know the voice. He doesn't get the voice that comes along with it, I guess. Maybe he'll find out. Maybe he won't. Who cares, I suppose. Oh, this is going to be one of those episodes, huh? I knew it was going to be, which is why I didn't want to play. The only other option, that was the other reason I didn't want to play higher. The only games that were open to me were 2-4 or 5 cent, 10 cent. And everything else was full. And I was not playing either of those, as tired as I was. Yeah, let's play 2-4 and just lose $800, and that'll be great. That'll put me in a great mood for tomorrow. So I said, no, we'll just have fun, play a sit and go, catch up on some old friends, read some old Dear J. Carvers, relax. I guess raise fold button with Queen 6 suited. I'd prefer not to, but if you really want to, I guess we can do that. So if you don't recall, 2 10s, nice hand. I gotta practice my live politeness mannerisms, for tomorrow. Oh, hi there, Al Prowie. You're looking very nice today. I love your necklace there. Is that a new thing, or have you been doing that for? Oh yeah, that's cool. Whatever, J. Carver. Whatever you say. Min raising here with ace-9 offsuit against our JC brother in the big blind. We're not scared, though. We're the chip leader. I guess we're not the chip leader, as the chip leader is reminding us. We were close to the chip leader. Now we're a little farther away from the chip leader. I think we just fold. This is the first time that, although this guy does have a double stack, I cannot recall how he got that. But I don't believe we're going to do anything here with ace-9 offsuit. If we do have the best hand, which is, I guess, possible, he could just be doing something aggressive. He could be that kind of person, but we don't really know their opponent, so I think we're fine with just raise folding there. And then we'll do a tight little fold under the gun with the old King 8 of puppy dog feet. So yeah, I'm excited. Live poker tomorrow. It's the first time I've played live poker in 6 months, something like that. Well, I think so. I might have played a couple other sessions, but definitely live tournament poker. Our friend with the nice necklace is going to need a 4 or a 6. Or I guess just a 6 now. Sorry, bud. With the backwards hat, it's so much better, isn't it? If just for that alone, I like the backwards hat in combination with the... That's right. All right, sure thing. Whatever. We've been empowered here in Run It Up. Look what I can do. I've got the 2 sheriff pictures behind me now. That's right. I mean, come on, it's great. How could you not love this little Run It Up world that we've created here behind me? Pretty sweet, all in all. Just wait for the next couple ones. That's all I'm gonna say. Guess we just have to fold here. A weird limp under the gun with these stacks, but it's actually not too bad. I actually like it in some cases, believe it or not. I think it's actually a strategy that isn't too bad, and I think there's a couple of really good pros who are quite fond of plays like this. Gavin Smith, even like Daniel is definitely one of them. Matt Berkey is a friend of mine who is a big fan of things like this. Tricky, and it actually works pretty well for him, and generally speaking. Looks like the King-Queen is going to manage to take it down here. Brutally cold day here in Las Vegas, by the way, to the point where I wish I had put like a coat on before I started this, but It was like, I don't know how cold it was, but it was way too cold for a daytime in Nevada. It's like 30 degrees, 30 something probably right now. Very cold. Happily min raising here, I think. We will be folding if one of them shoves, but looks like that is not going to be a problem here. King Queen. All right. Getting one pip better. That's exciting. I think sticking with the min raise plan makes the most sense here. We won't have any reason really to adjust with stack sizes like this, you know. Everybody is so short, you might as well min raise. The difference between min raising and making it 2.5x doesn't really make much of a difference, right? People don't usually make that much of a difference, and you can usually see if they do after you're min raising for a while. You can see if they're like calling all the time or whatever, so you can always adjust if you so please. But with stack sizes so short, it makes the most sense just to almost always min raise, in my opinion. And now we just fold here, of course. Unfortunately, that's what I do in live poker, right? I'm practicing for tomorrow. You got it. Oh, King N10. Shall we go for it? Hasn't worked out for us too well so far, but these two have been like kind of sort of tight, right? I mean, he's been stationing, I guess, but I mean, he was kind of calling in the beginning. He limped under the gun. All right. We should, for those of you who voted no, you would be right. I mean, the hand is pretty good. We're five-handed. Five-handed poker, King N10. You know, this guy's got kind of a decision here. 1,200 to win 2,200. If he has a hand like Ace 10, I would probably call Ace 10. King Queen suited, Ace 10. Probably right around there. Maybe even looser, because I actually think we recognize this Jay Castle fella. So if he's the better of a player he is, the wider I would be calling there, I guess, obviously, because there's just so much money out there. He should be shoving a lot of hands, you know. I guess we just fold, as much as it pains me. Face card, low card. All right, you got this one. Guy in a hoodie. All right, sure. I'll see you for the next round though, bud. I guess we'll be completing here if it folds to us. This guy's been pretty tight. I feel like we can do the old complete attack plan, but looks like that won't be necessary. Should we pull some Dear J Carvers? I feel like let's do some old Dear J Carvers. There have been some good ones that have not escaped the pile. They've been stuck in exile in the middle of the pile, and upon browsing, I found a couple of good ones that I felt were worth sharing. We're going to call here, I think. King 4 suited. All right. Sure. All right. Happy to see a flop. The old 6-8-10. That's exactly what we were looking for with King 4. If it checks to us, I would probably not have bet. That would be an ambitious bluff. Even for me, in my most ambitious of moods, I don't think that would be a bluff that I would expect to work too well. Dear Jay Carver, you seem like a bit of a ladies' man, so I thought you could give me some advice. I have been seeing a girl for 6 or 7 dates and feel like, date-wise, she has certainly been getting the business. However, our relationship has yet to reach the next level, if you get my drift. Just reading exactly what it says. Huh? Semicolon close bracket. I'm not going to act that, but, I got the first part. That's right. Huh? Do you have any go-to moves or techniques with the women? I already drink copious amounts of water, and I understand that, as you say, nothing is for show. But I feel like this should be. Thanks. From Butterfly Catcher 87. Well, I'm afraid I don't really have much advice for you there, Nothing is for show. It's great advice. I'm glad you absorbed that from the earlier run-it-up wisdoms, I don't know what to say. I think you'll have to be, might have to be a little more aggressive, Or open up. Maybe you should open up, Tell her how you feel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in right now, you've tuned into the Jay Carver Love Show. That's right. If you're having heartbreak out there, dearjcarver@gmail.com. Please don't actually do that, by the way. I'll make sure that's clear. I guess we raise. I mean, obviously we were gonna raise. I was deciding between raising and shoving, and I thought it'd be more likely that he would raise call. I mean, obviously he's not limp calling too often, so I thought it'd be more likely that he would call raise than a shove. Oh, some other interesting questions here. Don't ever stop calling diamonds blue cards. I see. That's an interesting question. It's not a question. Not all he wrote, but I like that. I like that note he threw in there. All right. Fair fight. Very fair fight now. That's right. Let's move on. All right. Okay. Well, I've got a question here. Dear Jay Carver, would you rather, number one, be kicked in the face by Anderson Silva? Hold on, we've got a decision to make here. I mean, I don't love calling because this guy in the big blind could just shove very easily and then shove us out of this. Oh, it hurts me so badly, but I guess we just fold. I mean, if I knew he's folding, then I'm okay with calling. But I guess actually, if I was like really trying to play perfect sit and go poker, I should still probably fold, just because 3 spots pay, and I don't want to get 4th, especially when I have so many more chips than these two guys. Is that true? Sit and go wizards? That would be my guess. If I was really trying to play perfect machine Terminator sit and go poker here, and I'm usually not. If I was really trying, I feel like that would probably be the correct fold. I guess I did it though, so hey. Maybe I'm just doing it naturally. Oh, I saw this question before too. Ooh. Well, this is one of those sad situations, I suppose, in sit and go poker. All right. So there's a nice little list of things that I'd like to do. Spend weeks in jail, kiss random poker players, lose my Toshiba drill forever, be kicked in the face, or be Dan O'Brien's personal slave for a day. I would definitely, if those are all, I would definitely not want to be Dan O'Brien's slave for the day. I don't think he would be too bad of a boss, but you know, if he only had a day, it would be a brutal day, I'm sure. You know, if it was a day-to-day job, I'm sure he wouldn't be too bad to work for, but let's hope that day never comes in any form. I saw Dan today though. It was nice. I haven't seen Dan in months, actually. Right? It's been a long time since I saw Dan last, that's for sure. He's been traveling the world, I guess. I guess that's what he's been doing. Playing some poker. Oh, dear Jay Carver. Dear Jay Carver, you never speak about your French fans. We're going to have to call here. Let's see if our French fans can heater us up into winning this hand here. Not the greatest start. 3 would be the best card. I mean, besides the obvious. All right, not quite. 3rd place. Come on, we need to break even. By the way, if you're asking yourself, didn't I play another session since then? I did. I'm just in denial. I haven't updated I'm still grieving over not actually having $2,000 in my bankroll. So once I get over that, I'll change the board. You know, give me a break here. You know. Dear Jay Carver, you never speak about your French fans. I can't believe you don't have lots of them. I have never spoken about my French fans, but I appreciate you for being out there. I actually, demographically in Europe, there are not that many of you. I'm just going to say. It's not either one of our faults. It's a language thing. If I can learn French, then maybe we can change that. But I actually would be very down for learning French. I was very big into languages growing up, and I feel like I did Latin for 5 years. Loved it. It was great. My favorite class in high school, actually. That's true. And so yeah, I did Spanish also in high school for 2 years, and I took like a languages of antiquity class in college that had ancient Greek in there. So I mean, obviously those are not all the same as French, but I'm just saying, I'm a big fan of language, generally speaking. I would love to expand the French. You know, all I need to do is learn French, and that's it. I can expand the French run-it-up squadron, no problem. Well, unfortunately for A7, he got what he wanted, but not really. Dear Jay Carver, if they ever made a movie about your life, what actor would you like to portray you? I don't know the answer to that one. Justin Timberlake? Eminem? I'll take Eminem, especially backwards hat and everything. That would be great. I'd be fine with that. That would be fine with me. Kanye West? Clearly. That would be something. What are the odds I could take on that? What would be the price you guys would give me that I'd one day have a movie made about me that Kanye West would play Jay Carver? What's the price I can get on that? It'd have to be pretty good. Like, it has to be pretty good. But I could book some action. I could maybe want to book some action on there. If you've got like a couple million to put up, let me know. Hey, look, we cashed. We did it. If only I had like some birthday balloons or something to celebrate with. There is the harmonica. I could celebratory harmonica, but we've only broken even, so we maybe shouldn't celebrate yet. Blinds go up in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm all in. We still have fold equity here. We have queen high, so it's not exactly the worst situation in the world. We really kind of need these blinds and nannies. I think it's worth going after them right here. It's going to be 2-4. It's kind of a crucial pair of blinds to steal, I think. Yeah, because think if we would have, 1250 right now if we didn't win that, and that would be kind of sad. You got it, kid. All right, this is like the final table, right? This is like the final table we're practicing for. This is it. This is it. How did you prepare for your big World Poker Tour win? I played a $17 sit and go, and I made the money. And we got three-handed, and I was like, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna run it up. Let's see if it came true. Let's see. And they're going to be like, damn, wow, that's amazing. We're going to win Emmys. It's going to be great. Whatever, Jay Carver. I used to believe you. I don't know what you're saying anymore. Shut up, bitch. That's right. Now I have voices talking to voices. What are you going to do about that? I was going to respond to that one too, but then I was like, all right, it's taking this too far now. People are going to actually want to call for psychological help at some point. All right. Sorry, pile of questions. Didn't grab my attention. I'm in a brutal Dear Jay Carver sifting mood today. Sifting mood today. Run the cards, dealer. Oh, brother. Looks like we're going to need some help here. Deuce. Oh, not even the deuce. Won't even give it to me. 3 is okay, too. Damn it. Well, looks like we broke even on this one, boys and girls. 1777. All right, let's see what else there is to play. We can play a heads up PLO sit and go. We could do that. We could play a heads up no limit hold'em sit and go. That would also be fine. That does seem like some thinking though right now, which I guess is alright, but cash games, no cash games running that have seats open. I'm not playing full ring. We learned that lesson. Not too long ago. Alright, let's play a $50 heads up no limit sit and go. That seems like that would be a fine thing to do. Let's close. Well, okay. Let's see. Do it this way. This is some production magic happening right before your eyes. That's right. Prepare to be dazzled. Just like always. That's right. Oh, that's great. Look what we did here. And we got pocket aces we were rewarded for our magic, our clicking button magic. All right, let's see if what's up is here. This would be unfortunate if this whole thing happened. We had aces and nope, just in time. He ran back to his computer. He found pocket kings. He was like, oh, I almost got timed out. Nope. You'll wish you had. That's right. That's the story I'm writing here. I guess I'm not going to win the tournament anymore because I didn't quite get there. Maybe that was the fuel that fueled me. I got third and I was mad. I wish I had gotten second or first, and now I'm back for vengeance in this $10,000 tournament. All right, here we go. Run the cards, dealer. That's a pretty good flop for the ace and the ace. All right, he's got outs. Nope. Not quite. All right, so that's $50. $50 right there. Easy peasy. I guess we have to find something else to play now. All right. That's it. We got our vengeance. We won the tournament in first place. He's not sitting back at the table yet. We could play that heads up Pilo, I suppose. Should just play Hearthstone or Magic right now. I should just be like, yeah, we tried. I tried to play poker. I just keep, busting and winning. What can I say? And I'm not playing full ring, and there's no other tables open. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Another sit and go. Let's do it. We're back for vengeance. Let's find this table. That's it. I'm gonna play the transition music. Nope, that's not it. That's it. All right. So I did a really good job with that right there. That was something. I believe we limped here. on the button, and now this whole thing happened. This is a 777, by the way. I think we just raise, get it in, right? I mean, we have a queen high flush draw, 3 straight. We have queen high, a flush draw, and a 3 straight. I guess I forgot how to play low limits. I should have just called. I guess that's what I did here. I guess this is a lesson for the kids at home. Just call, kids. When you're playing $7 sit and goes, just call. We got punished. Punished there for our bravery. More like our stupidity. Wasn't our bravery. All right. And I messed up the recording, as you guys I'm sure noticed. That was so sad. I right-clicked the button and it full screened, and I don't even know what happened. I was bragging. That was it. I was too prideful. It was like the Greek tragedy tales. I was too prideful and got smited by the production gods. That's right. We deserved it. Speaking of antiquity and such things, look at this top question that happens to be here. Oh, I see. This is a 1%er. I'm sorry, I'm not doing 1%ers anymore. But you do have a very nice email here. If you honor this humble run-it-up legionnaire with a 1% piece in your upcoming battle. Oh, very nice. Offering to give half to a charity. Although I'm gonna say 1% of me is probably worth like $110. So I'm saying, it's not like you're giving them 1% of $1 million tournament here. Just saying. But yeah, that would be nice. I would love to support charities like this, by the way. We can figure these things out. I'm totally all for that kind of thing as they kind of fit into our life here, As long as it makes sense to fit in the schedule, all that other stuff. I'm always happy to do that kind of stuff. For real. But yeah, I don't have more 1% pieces, so I feel bad reading your email. We gave them all away. All right. Although I might give away a couple more, but I wasn't planning on giving away a couple more. Not on, we gave away 5%. Oh, and I also had to give 5%. I gave 5%. That's right. I gave 5% to my good friend. Did I sell it? I think I actually sold it to my good friend Husky Mudkips, internet legend. He has like 1.8 trillion subscribers on YouTube, something like that. He is my YouTube role model, actually. Actually, when I first met Husky Mudkips, he had 10,000 subscribers, just like we've got now. Actually, we have even more than that. But when I first met him, he had 10,000, and he just like friended me on League of Legends and was like, "Hey man, I like your videos." And I was like, "Hey, cool." And then it turns out he becomes this YouTube superstar, and now I'm like, "Oh my god, he like inspired me to do videos every single day." And he's always been great for advice. He just gets it. He's a YouTube wizard, you know what I mean? And I need one of those as friends. So yeah, Quentin's been great, and he's a fan of Run It Up still. And then I sold him, I believe, 5% of myself. So I've already given away way more than I'm used to in a 10K. So but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a couple last minute things tomorrow. You could still be in contention, I suppose. Queen 4, I guess we just fold. Did we just play with this Rocksteady 40 guy? We did, right? That was the guy with who showed the 10s. The guy 2 to our left, I think, right? I feel like that's probably true. Oh yeah, and this All-Prowy guy. The guy with the nice necklace. How did we forget? Oh, we're so rude. My apologies to you, All-Prowy. I guess we just fold here. We have a pretty good seat, We have a good seat with this next to on the left to this shit for brains guy. All right, hey, sure, whatever. We have a good seat on his left at least, so if he's opening a lot, we'll be able to attack that. But we're going to have to pick up a hand within the next 6 minutes or so, because after that it'll be 75, 150. So I'll want to try to accumulate to at least 11 or 1200 prior to then. Ideally, you know, an ideal world. My desk right now looks like a news desk. It looks like the Daily Show. Look at that. You guys can't. There you go. How crazy is that right now? All over, everywhere. All the Dear J Carvers. That's right. All of them everywhere. Yeah, my camera. I'm really testing my camera operator skills this video. How's it? I was like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, just wild, loose and free over here. That's right. It's Thunderdome. It's Friday, late night Friday. You know, whatever. It's not actually Friday yet for me, but it basically is Friday for. I'm treating it as though it's Friday because tomorrow is also pretty crazy. With a tournament. The tournament will go pretty late and all of that, I suppose. I have something to do after that also, actually. I think we're just all in, right? I don't want to re-raise and then have him shove and then, you know, I think he makes more mistakes against the shove. He folds more small pairs, stuff like that. All right, that's cool with me. Pretty good flop. He does have 2 blockers, though. That's a pretty good turn card for us. All right, we did it. All right, sure. You guys saw the entire thought process. I was like, I went for it, you know? I wasn't gonna, and then I was just like, all right, let's just do it, you know? There are enough opportunities in life to use the big bow. We gotta enjoy them when they exist. They present themselves. You gotta just say, all right, you know what I'm saying? And they invite you to give them the business. You gotta just say, all right, you know? You don't get too many swings at the plate. It's true. Another baseball reference, you know? How you guys like that? Raise? All right. That's right. 101 dealer. Raise it. If you're playing the Rory McDonald drinking game, you can drink away. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should friend me on Facebook. Facebook.com/jcarverpoker. All right, I like this. We can continue the theme. Dear J Carver, how do you get over someone you used to be with? I don't have the money to buy a car. Thanks, Austin. Well, Austin, you're referring to, I assume, my prior suggestion of buying a car. Which I suppose is not always the most economical option for you out there. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have any great advice, of course, you know, just saying, generally speaking. But, you know, I think you want to try to focus on other things, take it as time to, you know, improve on yourself, try to learn new things, explore, grow, try to take it as like a positive, you know. I really don't have anything for you. I got nothing for you. But, you know, something like what I said is what I would tell you if you asked me for real. I think, right? You know, keep your chin up, you know? You'll be all right, sport. You know? And your hair looks fine the way it is, you know? That's what I would tell you. Something like that. Very, very close to that, you know? I would just be honest. What can you say? All right, I guess we're folding purs here. Not something we do too often here in Run It Up. Proof in the pudding, if I've ever seen it. And then obviously we get sick, brutal, bad beated here on the flop. All right, rock steady, getting it done. King 9 of hearts, I'm in there. Batter up. Another baseball joke. What is going on? I don't know. It's bizarre. I gotta watch more esports or something. I guess I've been watching too much ESPN and stuff lately. That's not even true. And I just folded the button. This is a weird video. Sorry I had no more better advice for you, Austin. Maybe the Run It Up Legion can offer you advice. I did tell you to buy a car. That is true. That would make you feel better. You could try to win a car, you know? That's right. We can do if only we can find like a sponsor in like the motor vehicles industry. We can be sponsored by Hyundai, and they can do drills too. Maybe we can do a whole thing. We can do a whole sort of combo engineering mechanical sponsorship, and then maybe we can give away a car. How cool would that be? I think 250 is a good amount. It's enough to convince him to fold if he's on the edge, but not too big, which you wouldn't have to bet too big normally. If we're playing for $100,000, I would consider very often just betting here. But at these limits, people don't tend to fold, even though you feel like they should. So I'll just take my 1,400 chips and head on out of here. Even if we shoved right now, I don't think there's anything we could do that would reliably get him to fold, unfortunately. I mean, it would make no sense, but he'll just pretend he'll just say we have nothing and just call, you know what I mean? So against a guy like that, I don't think, maybe he would fold, but I'm making a lot of assumptions against this opponent, obviously, about this opponent, obviously. But, all right. Yeah. Dear Jay Carver, I like this question. Oh, wait. No, I can't. I missed a very key word in this. I was like, oh, yeah, this is a great email. And then I was like, oh, my God. There are several words in this that I would not read. All right. Sorry. False alarm on that one. If you had to make... Oh, I like this one. Dear Jay Carver, if you had to make a prop bet versus Dan O'Brien in the following form, best of 7 sports bet, you can choose 7 sports, your opponent's 3. Doesn't have to be an official sport as long as you both agree that it's one. You can choose the length, time, etc., whatever you want. It must be a sport which you can apply in Las Vegas. I just mean like perform in Vegas. How much would you be willing to bet and which sports would you choose? Interesting question, Patrick. A true run-it-up warrior from the Netherlands. That's right. Another one? Could be the same one. I think you're another one, though. I don't think the other guy's name was Patrick. They're everywhere, all over the Netherlands, running up everywhere. I would definitely play for one. If that was a question, I'm definitely in there. I get to pick 4. Dan gets to pick 3. He gets to pick the length time. I would feel like Dan would pick something like rock climbing. Dan would pick things that he would have a pretty big edge at, like mountain biking. He probably has like an enormous edge at on me. And I'm pretty sure Dan could pick 3 things that I would be like, with no preparation, I would be 0% at, or like 5% or less. It would require Dan to like trip on a rock or something like that. So I think Dan would be very likely to be very high percentage, have a very high percentage win rate in his 3, and it would really depend, I think, on how neurotic he was about letting me pick things for my 4. Because if he would let me esports doesn't count, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like he could make it like a purely physical challenge, and with no preparation, I think he'd be he'd at least have a shot no matter what I picked. There's one like archery or anything like that I would crush him in. We learned that with our shooting thing, if you ever watched that video from a couple months ago. Our little shooting challenge with Top Shot champion Chris Chang, by the way. Quite the gentleman. And so yeah, I think Dan would be a pretty big favorite there, so I wouldn't want to bet that much. Now, if we had time to prepare, and I could think of we had time to prepare for the events, so we submitted a list of the events, and then we took the 7 events and then made a bet, based on knowing what they were in advance. We both nominate 10, and then we can pick our best. I pick 4, he picks 3 from a 10, something like that. Then I'd be willing to bet more. Then I could prepare and train. I think that makes sense. All right, let's get him, boys. Cage door is open. Boom! That's right. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. You're in the cage, brother. That's right. He's going to need a 7, otherwise his cage door is locked. That's right. No 7 for you, kid. Someone made 2 pair, but it wasn't you. Bitch. Huh? So this is what I'm going to do with live poker, right? We talked about this, right? This is my live poker routine, right? Oh, look at us folding for half of a bet. Look at us. It's like we're growing up. Maybe kind of, sort of. So once again, 3 spots pay. I just believe. Yep, once again, 3 spots pay. I guess we can move back up to the corner where we belong, up in the corner over there. Let's pull another couple Dear Jay Carvers. There have been some good ones. Some good questions. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Dear Jay Carver, I've learned from watching the Run It Up series interesting question this is gonna be. Wait to hear these words. All right, look at this disciplined fold. Super disciplined. Oh, it hurts me so badly. All right. Dear Jay Carver, I've learned from watching the Run It Up series that you hate having facial hair, and also hate when your hair gets a little longer. So if someone were to offer you a Pineapple Express style bet, no shave or haircut for a year, what would the price have to be? Well, apparently it doesn't bother me too much anymore from after you wrote this email. So I guess my opinion, yeah, your answer has changed. Maybe you're back in the old Run It Up days. You're like 40 episodes ago and you're writing that to me. It's possible you're writing that for me from the past. So yeah, I guess that's a thing. But I don't think it would bother me that much, to be honest. I don't think it would bother me that much. I mean, my price, $250,000. Does that sound fair? I don't know if people are going to be aghast at that number. Doesn't that number seem fine? I think that number seems all right. All right, I'm all in. Oh, brother, we're going to need help. Blue cards, baby. Oh, there we go. We're going to need some help. 10 of diamonds, just give it to us. Straight flush. Straight and flush. Come on, you know? Damn it. How did that happen? Brutal. Brutal bad beat. Very unfortunate. What can you do? Have to shove under the gun, you know? I mean, I guess we don't have to. We could have min-raised and then folded. That would have been fine as well, I suppose. But I felt like it was fine at the time. We have to call all in here, obviously. We may be in danger of losing $7.77 here if we don't hit a 6 or an 8. Looks like we're one card away. GG. Not for us this time. But we still made money this video. We made, how much money did we make this video? We made $42, right? $42 and change. That's what we did, I believe. We played 3 things. Oh yeah, we broke even, lost $7.77, and then we won $50 in the heads up sit and go. Or $45. So yeah. So I'll figure that all out. I'll get our accounting straight. We're probably somewhere around the $30 range, something like that. Let's do it. Let's do it, get out of here. Let's do a full goodbye. Let's get out of here. So yeah, here we are. We haven't done a goodbye for this camera in a while, but it's Friday. I feel like we must. It's only appropriate. So we did a pretty good job running it up this week. We didn't quite hit the $2,000 mark. We came close. Didn't quite get there. I thought we got there, obviously. False alarm, though. We'll be back next week trying to run it up, break the $2,000 mark. We're so close. We're definitely going to get there. Don't forget, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. It's the best way you can support me here and support Run It Up, and I really appreciate it if you already have. Don't forget, facebook.com/jcarpoker, and if you want one of those, or one of the other ones that are over there. If you're looking to get one of those, I'm going to be giving away poster versions of that, and eventually, coming relatively soon, in fact, I'll be selling and shipping both poster versions and canvas versions of those pictures very soon. So if you're interested in that, I'm selling them at cost. So exactly what it costs me, it will cost you. So if you're interested, let me know. Let me know you're excited. If you're excited, I'll move faster. That's how I work, generally speaking. I'm powered by love. That's right. It's like a solar powered, except love powered. That's right. That's what I'm going with. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys back on Monday. Peace.